Welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. Here's your weekly dose of inspiration to build a creative habit, one drawing at a time. Brought to you by Sketchbook Skool. Hi, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. You're used to getting practical drawing tips from me on Tuesdays, but today I have a piece of advice. Because people come up to me and they tell me, Draw Tip Tuesdays has really got me going again at drawing. I love hearing that. But then they say, but you know what? It happens often that my art tools are left untouched for long periods of time. It's such a shame because making art makes me so happy and still I neglect it. How can I get into the habit more? Well, I'm pretty sure many people can relate. You love making art, but you procrastinate on actually doing it because there are other more important things that need to be done first. And then, of course, at the end of the day, even though you promised yourself you would sit down to draw or make art, you ran out of time again. And the art tools are just sitting there collecting dust. Or perhaps you just have so many different tools and there are so many ways to make art, so many techniques to use. Where do you even start choosing? Well, it's great you're thinking about making art, but I don't want you to feel frustrated because you're not doing it. So I think it's just a matter of doing it. Stop thinking, just do. It's like taking that dive into the water. You can dip your toe in and think, yikes, that's cold. Then take a long time before finally wading into the water, which can be kind of a torture. Well, you know that once you're in, the water is refreshing and it'll be lovely. So if you just jump in and plunge in, it's a lot easier. Perhaps it takes a bit of courage, but if you jump before you even can think about it, it's pure joy. You will gasp because of the cold shock of the water, but after that, you're swimming and enjoying it. If you want to make art, do it. To get into the habit, do it daily or weekly or every other day. Even if it's just 15 minutes or even 5. Pick up a pen, any pen, it doesn't matter, and start drawing. Don't think about techniques or tools or the subject matter. Draw your hand, your feet, a corner in the living room, your pet. The subject doesn't matter. Just move that pen on the paper. And when you do this daily, you will see that you will start craving a moment of art. You will look forward to it. Or maybe it's even the very first thing that you do in the morning. And you will see that your lines will get more fluent. You will become more confident drawing certain subjects and you will maybe start to give yourself challenges, like working with a material that you haven't used in a long time or picking a subject that you think is hard to draw or focusing on a certain theme. It's just like when playing an instrument, you need regular practice and you need to keep practicing just a little bit every day. With an instrument, sometimes you practice with a metronome again and again and again to get that technique just right. And sometimes you'll just be jamming and experimenting and playing. And because of the regular practice, in the end, those techniques, the chords, the melody and the rhythm, they become yours. And then you can play that song that you wanted to play fluently. So it's important to invest time. Maybe you should even put it on your calendar to remind yourself. Don't let that precious art time be pushed away on the calendar by other stuff that seems more important. Think about it. Making art makes you happy, and what can be more important than that? So that's my tip or assignment for today. Sit down and draw. Do it now. And if you need more help getting into the art habit, at Sketchbook Skool we have online courses for that. But also there's a warm and encouraging community of artists just like you, awaiting you to cheer you on along your creative path. Head on over to sketchbookskool.com and join. And I'll see you next week with a new draw tip. Bye!